Okay, I got the cylinders all cleaned up here. So now I got to go ahead and sand the top surface here and make sure it's relatively flat for both of these. And I'm going to go ahead and grind the stems, or polish this, hone the stems, I'll get the right word in there. Get these things nice and straight and true, and then we'll go ahead and regrind them. So we're going to do all of that. So first thing I'm going to do is cut valves. So take our valves. Got Scooby. Go over here. Do some cutting. Or in this case, honing. Oh, I keep saying cutting for them. I'm not cutting them. We're going to hone them. Let's get some serious pitting in that valve there. That's well used. It's probably the exhaust valve. We're going to make that the intake valve. Okay. What we got? So I can get our valve guide honed here. And we'll go ahead and work our magic on this. See how bad these valves are. This is made for a 3/8 stem, so I gotta close it up a little bit. It helps you get up a little bit higher. You can see what I'm doing, I guess. Okay, I guess close. Get knobs on that. Way tapering. Going around too. Well used. Yes, high quality. Chips. Keep doing that. Yeah, that's definitely upper quality there. So now we got it all honed out, so it's relatively straight. There's that big low spot. You can see things bouncing all over the place. This is all low like hell all the way down here. So these valves are pretty well trashed, but we can't find replacements. Pretty much stuck with them. Got some XA valves and guides laying around. Probably could use them. If you don't have parts, customer don't want to make them, you just fix what you got and make it work. Beating and banging pretty heavy there. On the tight spot down here. It gets real loose. Yeah. That's really nice. So over here you can see better. Kind of. Yeah, it really doesn't work on a tripod at all, does it? Nope. It's better here though. Alright, get out of it. Now you can see that nice low spot in there. Those are the wear spots. You can see how nice that valve looks. So it's really low here, low, high here, and really high out here, low right here. Definitely not the highest quality material around here. focus on the part that matters. Right there is what I want to focus on. Here, maybe make it focus now. Anyway, there's the valve. So definitely really low quality. This one here didn't get any bigger at the bottom. It just stayed undersized all the way down here. It's all eaten away by the exhaust. So this was the exhaust valve here. This one was probably an intake. So I don't know how you tell them apart. They all look the same. So we'll go by the wear. Whatever has more metal on it, we'll put on the exhaust. I'm thinking this is going to be an exhaust. It's thicker than the other ones. Alright, I need more adjustment on that. This valve's a lot smaller than the other two. High in the middle, loose there, high there. Alright, the whole valve is small compared to the other ones. This is the thickest one, so let's see what this one looks like. That's the straightest of them. The three high spots, and they're all about the same in the highs. Of course, it's very low, as you can tell. Alright. So these are really crappy valves. But we gotta reuse them, so. No choice no matter, so this one's one of the worst. And we'll see what we got left to work on, because they definitely don't look very good. Should be interesting. We got Scooby. Scooby's in the way. Okay, now we're gonna work on our table over here. We're going to do some sanding. And let's get this thing out of the way here. There's Scooby. What are you doing, Scooby? Scooby wants to go home and eat. He always wants to go home and eat. Yes, he's had a hard day today. Right, Scooby? You had a hard day? Okay, we got our sandpaper here. This is special 3M with some kind of a semi-sticky back. This is 120 grit. I'm going to cut those cylinders. I use my table here, but I got to get the crap off the table first. If you have any chips on your paper, it makes it a very uneven surface. So you clean the table off. See, clean. Put the tripod over here where you can see with it, maybe. Try to anyway. Pull back slightly. Okay, we'll make sure there's no grit on the bottom of this that's sticking up. The sticky stuff's pulling off the back. And you want the stickiness to hold the paper as flat as it can. Regular paper gets like a pressure wave in the front as you push on it. It kind of blows up in the middle, kind of like a wave in front of a boat. And what that does, that cuts the surface more on the front of the cylinder lip. Instead of keeping it nice and flat, it actually puts a little wave in it and makes it unflat. That'd be a bad thing. So whatever your leading edge is, it gets cut more. So let's see how bad these are. So you hold the back of the paper with your hand, and you push down and go forward. And you rotate, and work your way around in a circle. Obviously you want to push dead center as much as you can. So in this one, that's over this way. Alright, and you pick it up and see what you got. It's pretty flat. So you can see a little bit low through here, a little bit low through here. The gray areas are the low spots. The shiny areas are the high spots. So you look at your colors and see what you got. That's pretty darn nice. So I'll give it a few more swipes just for the hell of it. I thought it was this good. You can see how the paper's pushing up in front. It's not very sticky anymore. You see now the paper's starting to stick to the table, so it can sort of hold itself. Work across the whole sheet so it cuts evenly on the gasket surface. At the end I just go like that in a circle. Gets away all the scratches. You can see how it's pretty shiny all over the whole surface now. So that's what we want to see. And we get the other one. There's the other one. There's lots of steps to doing these jobs, as you can tell. First put on, you don't want to go too fast because it might be a sharp edge and it tears the paper all up. 3M paper is not cheap. And there you go. So you can see how it's a little low right through the edge over here. This whole area is a little low right through there, but right out this edge here it's the lowest. It's barely hitting there, so we'll give it a few more strokes. Basically just deal with get that done doing. Okay. You see how it's coming a little bit better. Starting a little shininess to there. Still low, but better. So overall, I think that's pretty good. So we'll live with it. That one should be good. All right. It sticks a little bit to the table. See the powder on there, how much it dirt was on that. So this is supposed to be relatively clean paper, but not supposed to get dirty, but you can see it's residue in here from the solvent and oil residue. Starts loading the paper up. So it's good for a few more times. Should I keep using it right to the end? See, you can still use this for like intake manifolds in certain areas, but you can see what happens when it starts tearing out. That's easy. You got a little chip under there or something that catches the edge and blows through it. And that was definitely a chip over here. You can see the kind of mark it leaves when it dug the chip across. So that's why it's important to keep the backside clean when you lay it down. But yeah, as long as you still got something here to work with, it still works good. This one here was a 150 grit. So I keep using them till they're no good. It's pretty darn good paper, so it works for a long time. Okay, I'm going to go over here to our valve grinder. I don't know how much this you're going to be able to see. Scooby's still there. Look at that dog. Scooby's never in the way. Okay, here's our valve grinder. First thing I'm going to do is butt the end of the valves off. It's done over here in the butter. Valves off here. Okay, so we got a little grinder here in the back of this, and that will grind the tip of the valve here. Turn it up, move the wheel to it. So it just touches. Lock it down on the back side, which is back over here. And then we go ahead and grind this side right here. You got oil right here, and you turn it on. There's the oil. You can't even hear it grinding, that's how soft the metal is. These old materials are pretty buttery. So we got a nice tip on there. We're going to grind the next one here, do the same thing with it. Pretty good. You can see how it's going real heavy on this one side. I'm not going to worry about that. I just want to get the thing flat. It should do this to the lifters also, but I'm not doing that job, so it's on its own. This one just a little bit more. Okay, ground that down quite a bit. So now it's clean at that one side almost all the way. And this one. There's that one all done. Yes, everything around here makes noise, you notice that? Okay, now we got to try to go ahead and grind the valve here. The problem is in my chuck over here. Find it. Where's my camera? There's my camera. Down here is our chuck. It has 3 groups of balls here. You can kind of see the balls back inside. Set here and set here. Now they go 3 times. They connect onto your valve in 3 spots to hold on to it. Pull that back a little bit. And you go front and back. Now we already know these valves are pretty crappy. So I'm not sure whether it's a good spot or a bad spot to hold on to. If you hold on to a bad spot, it'll kick the valve off to one side. One advantage is the valve guides are so loose, not really going to matter. It's got plenty of clearance to compensate for a couple valve out of true. You know, ideally it'd be a lot closer than that, but in the real world, it is what it is. So I'm going to stay off of that area there. So probably about there is all I want to go to. We have a stop here in the back of the machine. Just go like that until I hit it. Use a push rod to shove it up in there. And go like that, and then we go ahead and grind it and see what we got. I don't think we can really see anything this way, but let's see if I can see anything. I can't see nothing. I'm going to move this over here a little bit. What's that show you? It doesn't show you anything. See, it's hard to get good shots where everybody can see. We're going to grind that right there. That's it. Let's kick the camera a couple times. Okay, we got to make sure we're on 45 degrees down here, which you can't even see. That's just the angle for that. This is off. So it's going to come across like that and go grindy, grindy, grindy. Turn the light on wouldn't hurt. Okay, see what happens. So there's the wood cut. It's right there. I don't know if you can see any of that or not. A little better now. So the cut right there, you can see all the pits in there. And you can see I was cutting more here on the inside of the valve than the outside of the valve, so it wasn't a true 45 degree. Or I'm off over here. And my number looks pretty good. So, check it from the angle I normally look at things. Yeah, I can't see. Let me check it. Okay, I just put it where I normally do it. Okay, well, let's see what we get this time. So I'm going to try moving this in a different location and see if the valve will grind a little truer. Sounds a little better. I think we got out of a low spot there. Now we see what we got working with there now. You can see too much there. Can't watch the camera and do my job at the same time, but you can see the low spots all through there. At least it's starting to ground more straight, so I think the offset's probably good. Concentricity is closer. Now we just got to grind it down until we get a lot closer than we need. See that spot that keeps going around? Those are holes. See right there, holes, holes. So you have to keep grinding the valve until the holes go away. Doesn't matter how thin it gets. So you want to take off as little as possible. See, there's still a hole right there. A couple more right there. That was a bubble. So we'll get some more. Valve's getting thin, but oh well. Looks like we cleaned it that time. See how it's, yeah, it was clean. Yep, I don't see no more holes. Alright, so that one is done. Now I could back cut it, but I have no idea where the valves hit on this thing. And this is a low performance motor, so we're not going to worry about making it run better on this job. If I took and cut that edge off, it'd run better. But, this application, we're not too concerned about that for now. Now this one here, I definitely can see we're on the bad part of the valve stem. Do that in a different spot. So this one's really bad right here, and I'm back here right now, which is where it's better on this valve. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one also. The other two valves I'll put in a different spot. And this valve's really thin and really pitted. Yeah. Terrible looking. Okay. Here we go. Definitely hitting on the inside edge and not quite true. Move it a little bit, see if it does a better job. That looks better. Looks like it's pretty even all the way around, pits all the way around, so that's a better sign. So we'll leave it in that. Whether it's straight or not, I don't know, but we'll go with it. A couple pits right there on top. We are very knife edged. There's another pit right dead center. So we definitely have to go more. Looks like we got it. Definitely is very sharp. So that's what you call a knife edge. Oop. Pretty sharp. Still got a little bit of a chamfer on it, but not much. Pretty much not much left of that valve. You know, these two valves here, we got bad spots here where we were just chucking. Oop. Right here, and we got good spots here. So we're going to go ahead and put the valves in deeper to get on these better areas. Okay, some in there a lot deeper now. So now I got to move this out further. We have more of a chance of grinding the side of the chuck now too. Still going a little bit deeper yet. Okay. Crash. There we go. Missed it by a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got. This valve is not very pitted. So hopefully it's pretty close to being straight. way off. It's only hitting that one little spot. Looks like my plan for making it straight failed. Yep. Just as bad. Give one more shot at it. Yeah, so that ain't working very good. It's repeating the same bad spot. So let's pull it out a little bit, try it again. And that moved up a bunch. Okay, I'll try it again. Put the stone where it needs to be. Cutting even more on the bad spot. Yeah. That ain't helping any. Damn it. Valve's in the way. Put it back where it was. Tried to save it, didn't work. I had no choice, I just had to grind it in. The valve might have been bent a little bit, it's hard to tell. So I used to have a bunch of material in the head, now it's pretty thin. Had no choice. Now see, this one's nice and thick here. Oop, get where the light can see. So hopefully we'll still have some of that when we're done. Didn't work out too good on the last one. Same thing, it's hitting on one side only. Just move it a little bit, see what happens. Same problem. And some more. A lot closer. Somebody wants me. Hello. Yeah. Here, give me just a minute here. I gotta finish a valve. All right, that cleaned up, I think. And we still got some valve material left. Yeah, that's the one, right? There we go. We didn't totally cut it off. All right. So what do you got going on?